Dear sweet merciful baby Jesus, it's Saturday. What's going on, you guys? TBR here, back yet again with another... What if I told you guys that this week we had nothing King of Fighters All-Star related? Before we get into all of that and more, make sure if you guys haven't already done so, you smash that like button and subscribe, and let's go ahead and get into this week's Saturday Chat and Chill. And like I just said, I don't know necessarily that there's anything about the King of Fighters All-Star that I really want to talk about this week. Instead, I wanted to take the opportunity this week to talk about a couple of things because, you know, when it comes to the Saturday Chat and Chill, I usually try to keep it open, just have a little bit of fun with it, and just kind of kick back. And that's exactly what I wanted to do this week. It has been a rough week for me. Hopefully it has not been anywhere near as rough for you guys. As I'm sure you guys are aware, I have spent most of the week under the weather and hiding in a bathroom wishing that I were dead. However, thankfully I am now better, and actually today is my wife's birthday, so yay, happy birthday, wifey. But in today's video, I just wanted to go ahead and talk about a few things because, well, yesterday I went and saw Spider-Man No Way Home, and yeah guys, that movie, I'm not going to say anything spoilery whatsoever, but that movie is so freaking good that you need to go see it if you can find a ticket. Now, granted, this is coming from someone who is a bit of a jaded Marvel Studios fan and has not necessarily been a huge fan of a lot of the things they've done post-Endgame, but I'm telling you guys right now, as a lifelong Spider-Man fan, since I was wearing Spider-Man underoos, and hey, I might still be wearing Spider-Man underoos, okay? Don't judge me. They're comfy and I like them. Jeez, get off me. So judgmental. But jokes aside, you guys, this is not a movie that you should wait to see on demand or go get a Redbox copy or whatever the case may be. Some movies are indeed events. They are big enough to warrant going and seeing them in a theater, and this is one of those films. Now, if you're one of those people that was really worried due to the marketing and kind of all the rumors that have been swirling over the course of the past couple of years surrounding this film about them potentially biting off more than they could chew or not being able to pull off what they were trying to do here, then you are going to be nothing but happy with what they give you. Honestly, you guys, they did about as well as they possibly could have given what they were trying to work with and what they were trying to accomplish here, and it's probably as big a feat, if not bigger, considering the scope of what they did with this, than an Endgame. And I know that that sounds crazy considering how much of a triumph Endgame was just as a film being made based on all these films that had come before it that had led up to it, but this movie, it really does stand right next to Endgame as being one of those things where you have to go see it in theaters, and you really just have to applaud the amount of effort and skill that went into making it, because it easily could have fell on its face. It could have been a mess. I expected it to be a mess. I went into it expecting it not to be very good, but man, did they do a good job with it. So I'm not going to try to get into too much when it comes to the film itself, because if I do, I'm going to end up spoiling something, and I don't want to do that for any of you guys, although you are on YouTube, and chances are if you're on YouTube, you've probably already been spoiled on most of the plot points, considering the fact that half the film seems like it's on YouTube at this point. But yeah, I digress, you guys. It's going to be very tough for you to avoid spoilers in general the more days go by on the internet, so you may need to log off the internet for a few days if you plan on seeing it. So yeah, definitely something that I would recommend to all of you. And like I said, go support your local movie theaters. They've had a rough go of it the past couple of years, and they deserve it. And that is an art form that definitely deserves to be preserved in this world. I definitely don't want to see the movie theater industry go the way of the DVD rental chains or anything like that. And this is coming from a guy that used to work at Blockbuster, so, you know, kind of dating myself there, but I digress. Definitely go see No Way Home. You will not be disappointed. If I had to give it a number score, I don't know, I'd probably give it around a 9 or a 9.5 out of 10. It wasn't perfect, and I'm not going to say it was perfect, but, you know, the little gripes that I had with it, I'm not going to get into because they'd be getting into spoiler territory, but yeah, they're very minor. We'll keep it that way. I might do a full review and sit down and actually collect my thoughts and do kind of more organized discussion about the film at some point here. You guys can let me know if you would like me to do that, and I will try to maybe do it as a spoiler review, maybe a non-spoiler review. I don't know. We'll see. But I wanted to kind of give my kind of just knee-jerk thoughts, and very brief and very vague opinions, because again, I would hate to spoil this film for anybody, so I think I'm gonna leave it at that, because if I go into detail on literally almost anything about the movie, it's a spoiler. So it just released yesterday, so I'm not going to talk too much about it in today's video. I might do, like I said, a dedicated video later when it's been out for a little bit longer. That way I can actually talk about stuff and give you guys all the reasons why I loved it as much as I did. But for those of you who have been around the channel for a while, then you probably know, because I've mentioned it a few times here and there over the course of the past year. I used to work in the comic book industry for several years, back when working in the comic book industry was actually worthwhile and was actually meaningful. So, you know, I figure for those of you out there that know how much of a jaded a-hole I can be when it comes to a lot of this stuff in the comic book industry, it would actually mean maybe a little bit coming from me. But, you know, if it does, then I hope you enjoy the movie. If not, well then, yeah, I guess wait for it to come out on demand or whatever it is that you do, but I think you'd be missing out. So that is the first thing that I kind of wanted to talk about in today's video. Like I said, I don't want to spend too much time on it, otherwise I'm going to end up spoiling something, and I don't want to do that. So I wanted to actually talk about another topic that has been something that I've been doing here on the channel over the course of the past couple of weeks. And for those of you who have been keeping up with my videos over the course of the past couple of weeks and have had a keen eye and don't just skip around in the videos and ruin my watch time, you jerk. I'm just kidding. I love all of you, but I love some of you more than others. Just depends on the runtime and how much you watch the videos. So there. But, you know, jokes aside, you guys, I have been editing in a few little snippets, some little Easter eggs, if you will, here and there over the past couple of weeks into some of my videos. And some of you have caught on, some of you have not, but I just kind of wanted to talk about a few things as we are getting towards the end of the year. But for those of you who have not caught on, when I had teased to you guys that we were going to be starting kind of a new era here on the channel with the, what I'm kind of saying is the second season of the big review, then you'll probably know where I'm going with this. But starting in January, we will be launching a new version of the channel. We are going to be kind of going off into new territory here with TBR and this channel, as we are not just going to be covering the King of Fighters All-Star and the King of Fighters. We're not just going to be covering Seven Knights 2. Yeah, we're not just going to be covering Netmarble stuff. That way everybody can stop accusing me of working for Netmarble. How about that? But instead, we are going to be launching into season 2 in 2022, and with that, we are going to be covering a lot of stuff here on the channel. We're going to be bringing you guys live streams. Yes, there will be face cams for all of you weirdos out there who like my face. You can see my face in almost every single video. I'm sure you all will appreciate that. But when it comes to what I have planned, I have a lot of really fun stuff planned for this, and I know I've been telling you guys with season 2 all of this stuff was going to be coming, and we are getting very, very close. You will be seeing some footage and some really fun things in regards to that over the course of the next 2 weeks leading up to that, so stay tuned. But it is coming, and that's why I've been editing in all those kind of weird random clips here and there in some of those videos. Like I said, for those of you who saw those, you probably were wondering if I had fell asleep at the wheel when it came to editing. Well, no, I might have fell asleep, but it wasn't because of that. So yeah, that stuff is coming, you guys. I have been setting up a dedicated studio in my home with my wife over the course of the past couple of months after I got my PC, so I could bring you guys this stuff. And I think you guys are going to be really happy with what you get, because man, it has turned out way better than I thought it would, and I think that you guys are going to be pretty happy with the results. So for instance, this weekend I'm actually going to be spending a lot of time playing the King of Fighters 15 beta. I cannot wait to sit down and play with this thing. I cannot wait to be able to get hands-on with Krohnen. That is something that I am super hyped for. So after work today, I am definitely going to be dedicating a lot of time to doing that. So like I said, you guys, if that's something you'd be interested in, let me know in the comments section down below, and maybe I'll make that happen for you guys next week. But either way, you guys, I know that this is kind of a different Saturday chat and chill, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. I just wanted to go ahead and kind of just chat about a few things and get a few things off my chest, as well as let you guys know what the plans are. But like I mentioned, you guys are going to start seeing quite a bit from me in regards to the changes here over the course of the next couple of weeks. Got a few little teasers planned and things of that nature, so stay tuned for all of that. And like I said, you guys, I want to make sure that I'm very clear on this. I am not going to stop covering either of the games here on the channel that I am known for covering. I will be covering these things, just not each and every single day, and not all the time like I normally do, because like I said, there's going to be quite a bit that I want to get into next year, quite a few things that I want to start covering here, and I just want to have fun with it, and that's the biggest thing. I want this channel to be fun. I want us all to be able to enjoy ourselves, and as you guys are well aware, I am very engaged in my community. I talk to you guys on a daily basis at this point, at least a lot of you, especially over on the Discord, so that is something that I definitely take to heart and take very seriously as a content creator. I try to be the person that is very engaged with all of you guys, for better or for worse, but still, you know, it's one of those things where I try not to hide from my fans and my viewers, because, you know, there's enough of that on YouTube. So for me, it's more of a personal thing where I try to at least interact with you guys as much as I can without totally pissing off everybody in my family for being on the internet all the time. So that all being said, you guys, I hope you all found this enjoyable today. Like I said, this is a very different video for me, but if you guys enjoyed it, make sure that you smash that like button and subscribe. Like I said, go out and see No Way Home this weekend if you can find a ticket, because it is 150% going to be worth your time and money. And if you get a chance, make sure that you guys check out the beta for the King of Fighters 15, because I get the feeling that it is going to shatter some expectations. But with all that being said, you guys, stay healthy, stay happy, and enjoy your weekends. Peace.
Continue.